Hey everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Well, big news coming out of the world of WWE and one of my local towns, Indianapolis, Indiana. It has officially been announced that WWE has brokered a deal with Indianapolis and their sports corporation to bring Royal Rumble in 2025 on February 1st to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of my Indianapolis Colts, as I live about an hour south of Indianapolis. So, yes, I'm absolutely excited about this, and obviously, this is a first of its kind deal that's been inked between all these corporations here with between the city of Indianapolis and WWE. Obviously, with Royal Rumble being in 2025, I have a hard time believing that SummerSlam and WrestleMania it's not going to be in the same year. They're all going to be separated in different years. With Rumble in 2025, WrestleMania's in Vegas in 2025, so that's out. You could, I guess, do SummerSlam in Indianapolis in 2025, but the chances of them doing two pay-per-views in the same year in one city, not likely to happen. So my guess is WrestleMania 42, maybe at in 2026, could possibly be in Indianapolis, Indiana, possibly, and then SummerSlam 2027 and as well. Or you could potentially reverse that and have SummerSlam in 2026 and then have WrestleMania 43 be in Indianapolis in 2027. So either way, this is a great thing, I think, all things considered, for the state of Indiana as well as the city of Indianapolis and, of course, WWE as well. It's just interesting how this is a first time ever partnership like this to actually be taking place. This is WWE's biggest three pay-per-views outside of Survivor Series. There's always been the big four: WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. And I've been to two out of those four. I've been to a Survivor Series in WWE in Indianapolis when the Shield debuted. I remember that about 10 years or so at this point. I was at WrestleMania 8 in 1992 when it was the old Hoosier Dome, and the double main event was Ric Flair versus Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan versus Sid Justice, with the return of the Ultimate Warrior and things like that. So definitely go check that out before it was renamed to the RCA Dome. And now, of course, they tore down that stadium and is now Lucas Oil Stadium, which has been around since 2008, which I'm actually kind of surprised WWE has not gone to Lucas Oil Stadium until this point. Because it's been around for like 16 some years now, and it just felt like a perfect venue, in my opinion, to host a WrestleMania or a big stadium type WWE event. And I'm glad as all get out that this is finally going to be happening here, because it's been a long time since I've been to a WrestleMania. It's been 32 years now since I've been to a WrestleMania. That was the only one I was able to go to because it was more local than some of these other ones. I don't always can afford to travel to like Florida or wherever all these big events are. But I'm happy to see this is coming because this is only an hour up the road for me. And I would love to go see this if I possibly can afford to do so, all three events, because it would also check off my other two bucket list items of going to the Rumble and SummerSlam, both of which I've never been able to do, even though they did have a SummerSlam in Indianapolis at one point too. But Royal Rumble is something that I've never been able to go to. I've always wanted to go to it, so I'm very excited to do this, and I can't wait to see these events in this massive stadium, which is absolutely gorgeous. I know it kind of is not the most state-of-the-art stadium in the NFL anymore, but when it comes to stadiums in general, there's not really a bad seat in the house. There's really a lot of great views no matter what. Now, granted, with a wrestling ring, it's a lot smaller than a football field. So with a wrestling ring, you may have to bring your binoculars a little more, but they've got a couple big screens, and I'm sure WWE will be putting up their big screens as well. And unlike a recent past with like in Philadelphia, no offense to the Eagles fans or the Philadelphia stadiums or anything like that, but when it was really kind of chilly there this year at WrestleMania, Indianapolis has a retractable roof, so you can always open it up or you can close it if it gets too cold in February or in spring or summer. Obviously, I don't think it'll get too cold in the summer, but at the same time, if it's like, I know they're probably going to be pushing WrestleMania back to May. Probably not going to be too cold then either. But if it's cold, if they still have it in April, or if they obviously they're going to have a Royal Rumble in February, it could be a little chilly then. But it was great weather for the Super Bowl when we hosted the Super Bowl a few years back as well. So I can't wait to see this. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited? Do you guys live in the Indianapolis area? Do you live in Indiana? Would you be willing to travel to Indiana? It's actually a great state. They got a great convention center nearby the stadium too, so they can do their interactive live experience with WWE and all sorts of good stuff. But are you guys excited for it? Are you guys going to be coming to the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania in Indianapolis? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.